What's up, everybody? Today's video is going to be more based on how to extract better. There's a couple rules that I've made to help you be able to get out of raids easier or make firefights a little bit easier so that you're not constantly dying. I'm the best person to talk about this just because of how much I've died. I've learned a lot from, I play kind of dumb and just like to run into things sometimes. I'm just like, whatever, if I lose, I lose. But I've learned a lot from that. So this is going to go into how to better take these firefights. So I know this map might be kind of confusing right now, but we're going to go over the first rule, which is where to take fights from and where not to stand. A big thing is where not to stand. So all these green areas that you're seeing are good places to be. If it's red, like here, 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 you don't want to stand there, just because those are angles where you're probably going to die from. uh, the big reason why is other angles. It might not be necessarily the team you're fighting, but it's going to be another team. So let's say you're fighting music team from here, and you guys have been fighting for a couple minutes. Well, general team that just hit the offices and the safes are going to be like, who's over there? They're going to peek down elevator hall. Oh, there's a guy looking this way. He's probably got an SJ because it's forbidden TV station. That's what everybody uses, or something like that. And he's gonna snipe you, and then you're just gonna instantly die. You're not gonna have any time to react. You're just gonna die straight away, and then you're gonna be mad because you just lost all your gear to a third party. So, like these green areas, if you're fighting this angle, if you're back tucked away in this corner looking down music, you don't have to worry about elevator hall. The only thing you might have to worry about is sky bridge, but that's a lot better because there's a door you can hear and things like that. It's a little bit closer. Same with like manager's office is a good place to be in general. um you don't want to, all these places where you can get seen from many different angles, you don't want to stand. If you're fighting general team, don't stand over here. It's very simple rules. That's very, very simple. Like if you're on the stage area, good place to be. If you're here where general can see you, bad place to be. You're probably gonna get sniped and it's gonna suck for you. So just take a look at this map, and you can apply this to every single map. I'm just doing it for second floor TV station because I know this map very well, and two, because if I went through every single map, it would take forever, too much time. I don't got time for all that. So just look at this, take into account different angles each time. And whenever you're in that firefight, try to think in the back of your mind. I know it's hectic, but just try to think like, can somebody else see me right now from another angle? And if so, back up, move forward, have something to your side. Another big thing is don't stand on boxes. I know you want to stand on these boxes over here to get a better angle, but once you stand on those boxes, you are just a huge target standing up straight for the whole map to see. So don't do that. Be patient. You have like 35 minutes in these raids. Be patient. Wait for the enemy team to do something stupid and then take advantage of it. It's just fighting from the outside of rooms. Just know the second you walk into a room, your chance to die just went up by probably like 75% to 90%. It's a huge difference if you're outside the room versus inside the room. And for example, let's say we're talking about med bay or literally any room. If you're taking this fight from outside and you're tossing nades in the room and looking through angles, you have a way higher chance than trying to ego press and just press in and fight them. That's a great way to die. Try to do all your fights from outside the room. Just to stay alive. But if I'm going into a room and I know an enemy's in there, in my head, I know I'm probably gonna die, and I accept it. I'm just like, whatever. I'll take the death if I die, but I just want to push him because I'm tired of him sitting in here. But that's just something to think about. Same with things like editing room. Always push with your team. So I would have one guy close, have him open the door while other guy's top of this bunker. He can see through the doorway while you're looking through, and then you can easily clear out the rooms that way rather than trying to just run in and hope for the best. There's also good places to push from. Like if you're pushing general office, you never want to push from this door, and not really this door just because of how narrow the angles are. It's really hard. This door right here is probably the best way to clear generals. If you do have a full stack team, I would have people like one guy here watching this door, and then one guy by med bay watching this door, and then two guys going in together, one aiming in and the other one throwing grenades until you can push in. And then once you're here, then other teams can kind of play off of that. But you want to use your team in order to push them. Same for directors. You never want to push into skybridge from directors, or I wouldn't even call it skybridge, the skybridge, but whatever this hallway is. Because if I know that somebody's in this hallway and I'm holding directors, the second you walk in here, I'm spraying that door like a crazy person, and I'm probably going to kill you just based off of luck, and then you're dead for trying to push in here. This is a really hard hallway to push. But if you have one guy here holding angle through that door here, and you can make sure nobody comes out, you might even take a couple pop shots to the door if you hear them in there, and then have other teammates pushing through managers, whether that be this door or going up the stairs to clear out managers. Managers is way easier to clear just because there's so much more space. Places where you can throw grenades off of. This door, you're not doing anything. You're just going to die most likely. Unless, now there's always a caveat to this. You're always going to get those bots in your lobby that just suck and they just can't kill you no matter what you do. Of course, I get it. Don't be dumb and think, oh, well, I've done this before, so this guy's wrong. Like, I get that it happens. You know, we have bad players in every lobby. That's basically it for those two rules. They're very simple. It's going to increase your extraction rate by a lot. Trust me. The biggest thing is patience. I'm not saying don't get into fights and don't be aggressive, but just be smart with it. Also know what gear you're using. If you're going tier 4 into a TV station raid as a duo or something, I wouldn't play like ego challenging everything, because it's not going to go very well, because you're going to be facing people with motorcycle helmets and APs. You're going to die so fast. But if you do have that 4 stack and you do have gear, push stuff, you know, push more. If you're that T4 team that's sitting in the back, don't try to ego stuff. I would play from a distance and try to create plays off of things. So let's say it's just you and a duo at music, and you guys are getting pushed by a team coming from directors, and they're pretty looted. You know, you're probably going to lose this fight up close. That's just how it is. You might get lucky, but you're probably going to die if you push up close and try to just fight them head to head. So like what things you can do is like baiting teammates. So let's say you have a teammate's second floor music or stage area, taking pop shots at them, not being too aggressive, because you know your stuff isn't that good, and you can communicate with your teammate, hey, go bottom. Whenever I tell you they're about halfway through, right or left, cook a grenade and throw it from bottom to do it. What that's gonna do is most of the time people are wearing blast helmets, T6 helmets. They can't really hear that well anyways. They might, even if they do hear that grenade pin being pulled, they're gonna think it's this guy and be aiming at here, getting ready to shoot him whenever he throws that grenade. And then once that grenade is thrown, they're not gonna expect to come from bottom and hit them in the head. So you do stuff like that. Set yourself up for plays like that. Don't try to just caveman it and go head on with everything. Think through the map, know the map, and that'll help a lot.
Yeah,
The mid-stairs guy?
he's gotta be.
He's still
He's
mid-stairs?
putting bullets past you.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay,
Choose
okay,
was
okay.
my head. 100% 2 of them.
That hurt him?
Oh.
I don't think I killed him though. Yeah, keep throwing him, keep throwing him. Is he still not dead?
That might have killed him.
He's still alive.
He's not dead.
Free kill, yep. Here, one more.
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
Really? Who killed that? Did I kill the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You can do this with a lot of areas. You'll start to learn like what you can do to teams, because for example, like let's say you spawn garage, which I think is personally one of the worst spawns to get. You know there's going to be a team general. So what I'll do is I'll make sure nobody's coming from main or anything or pushing. And once this team starts hitting the safe, I'll have myself down here waiting for this guy to walk out of the back door. As soon as I hear this back door open, I cook a grenade and I throw it out that door. And if it doesn't kill them, it hurts them. And it really throws that team off guard, because now they don't even want to come into this area because they don't want to get naded. Nobody wants to get naded. So you're basically blocking off this whole side.
Nade.
Oh, that might...
Good nade.
Is that you?
That was such a weird nade. I don't even know what just happened.
They threw it?
No, I did. I heard him with it.
Oh.
I'm gonna ping exactly where he is.
I'm getting heated. I'm getting heated.
Right. He's literally right here.
Him.
He's got a USAS, so I'll try to bait some of him. But he's literally like right there. There. Yeah, you heard him. You heard him. He might have killed him. I don't know.
Enemies here. Enemies here.
I'm coming up there, Brennan. Watch out. There's more than one, I think.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay, good shit.
That was a good call, Tyler.
He's
Yeah,
dead.
he's dead as fuck.
What did he have? Anything cool?
Nah. Nothing worth the fuck.
I'm doing that a lot. You can be in main and throw it through the tops of the windows here. You can throw it through this area. There's a lot of things you can do with grenades. If you want to make a sneaky play and you spawn garage, you can wait for people to try to loot the lounge. There's huge windows top right here, and then you can throw a grenade through there, catch them off guard. All this game is about catching people off guard. It doesn't matter what gear you have. There's been so many times where I've been T6 and I die to some dude that's like hiding in a corner, and I die instantly. I don't even have a chance to react. Watch out! Oh, that was perfect.
Don't hit me with a
You're like in my dick. Oh! In the fucking corner in the room right next to you. Oh my.
No.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. He's camping in cafe. Throw a grenade right in that corner. Yes!
Yeah, killed him.
Dude, I cannot believe that fucking camping. Oh, he grabbed my shit really fast and then ran.
He grabbed your shit.
What a fucking rat. The guy that killed me has 839 hours played and 250 million
Yes, of
stored loot
course.
value.
Of course
It's
he does.
always a fucking camper, bro.
Is the chick hooked?
It sucks, but that's just how the game is. It's about outsmarting your enemy, no matter how annoying it is. So just do what you can to get the gear, basically. That's basically it. I don't want this video to be too long or too complex or anything. Just apply some of these rules for a few matches and see how that changes. You know, the first rule, just know where to stand. Don't stand where multiple angles can see you. Then rule two, fight from outside of the room. Fight from outside of the room and be patient, and I guarantee you, you're gonna kill a lot more people. Also, always try to be on the right hand side of the peak and not the left hand. Do what you can for that. If you're holding a left hand side peak, I would try to move somewhere else if you can, just because if I got my gun in my right hand and I'm going like this, they can see my whole entire body. And if they're on a right hand side, then you know they have a lot smaller space that you can see. So always try to be on the right hand side peak, and that'll help a lot.